Hey, what's happening all you amazing people? Today we're talking about this man who transformed himself into the real life Superman. So hopefully you all have an amazing day. I'm Landon, and in my last video I asked all of you, what do you think about same-sex marriage? And this is what you all said down here. Today's common question of the day is, what superhero would you want to be? So getting right into the first story of the day, this right here is 37-year-old Herbert Chavez. He has undergone 23 surgeries to become the real-life Superman. Usually people I talked about in the past changing their looks to become someone else has been a total failure. For example, this guy right here, well, okay, let me show you guys in big screen. This is a guy that transformed himself into Justin Bieber. Total failure. But the guy I'm talking about today, Herbert, I think surgeons did an amazing job on him. This is 18 years in the making. He has had liposuction, nose jobs, skin whitening, and fillers. He also holds the Guinness World Record for the largest Superman collection. Let's just say that he has an obsession. Just recently, he tried to undergo more surgeries, but doctors refused to do any more work on him. And that's because if they discovered that he's been injecting himself with poisonous ab fillers. So doctors don't want to be a part of this. They don't want to be responsible for him, so they're not doing any more for him. But I'm sure he's gonna go find someone else. And from superhero, we move on to super cop. There's a tragic moment over in Brighton, Colorado, where a father was driving his SUV when the tires exploded, causing the SUV to flip over. So police quickly arrived on scene, and Officer Nick Schruck was one of the first ones to arrive on the scene. He was able to save 4 children and the mother. They were taken to the hospital immediately. The father sadly died at the wheel. Seen in this picture right here was literally moments after the crash. Officer Nick was trying to distract the little girl by showing her other things and singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star to comfort her. And it's times like this that really shows officers in a positive light, because the media really spins it off in a negative way towards officers. So Wimbledon has just started, and Novak Djokovic, who is last year's champion, played his first match and he won in straight sets on center court. It was 6-4 in all 3 sets. Novak from Serbia right now came into Wimbledon as the #1 ranked person. So the prize money this year for Wimbledon is 1.8 million British pounds. That's a lot of money, but when you compare it to the endorsements that these players make, it's nothing. It's peanuts. Roger Federer made $30 million in endorsements last year alone. Maria Sharapova probably made a couple $1 million in tournaments, but she has made $23 million in endorsement deals. This next story has a lot of people talking. It's about a man who found out his dog ate one of his marijuana Rice Krispies. He recorded the whole thing and for some reason uploaded it onto YouTube. So now the world can see that he was an idiot. He didn't purposely feed his dog marijuana, he kind of just left it in the house, but you have animals around and possibly little kids. Why is this in the open? So the dog ate it and he was seen in the video struggling to walk. He wasn't able to control his tongue. The man in the video tried to force the tongue back inside the dog's mouth. The person filming it said he needs to puke. Can you force a dog to puke? To me, it was really sad to see the dog struggling. I mean, there was some funny moments in it, but I have mixed emotions. What do you guys think? Moving on to 7-year-old Verda Bird, who was adopted by black parents as a kid. She had no idea who her biological parents are, but now, 70 years later, which is her whole life, she has just found out that she was born not black, she's actually white. But she had no idea because her complexion is pretty dark. Everyone around her thought she was a black woman, her parents, friends, other adoptive family. So she's from Converse, Texas, and while looking into her past history, she also found out that she was one of 10 children put up for adoption in her family. Also currently right now, all of her legal documentations has her as a black woman. Some sad news for you. Tracy Ralph, who was 35 years old, was taken to the hospital. And this is after she was having troubles breathing while running. And when she arrived to the hospital, her condition got much worse. She was suffering from pneumonia, which caused blood poisoning. And she also suffered from bleeding in her head. There was blood clots all over and her organs were failing. So doctors had no choice but to try to save her life. But by doing that, they had to cut off her hands and legs. And that's because they hardened and turned black. So to save her life, she was forced to be amputated. She is a mother of 2 and now has prosthetic limbs. This is a really sad story, but you know what? She's very optimistic. And that's because she's not letting this get to her. She wants to get up and be able to run again. And she has a loving family and friends and a team of support to help her. I really do hope the best for Tracy. More crazy news for you when a nurse admitted to killing 8 newborn babies. Is this real life right now? I mean, what just happened? You're a nurse. You're supposed to take care of babies. What are you doing taking their lives? When I read about this story, I was like, wow, shocked. So she took these babies, she killed them, and then brought her to her house. The nurse was identified as 51-year-old Dominique Cotres. The dead bodies was discovered when new tenants tried to move into the family property. The horrific deaths are the worst infanticide case in modern French history. So infanticide means the crime of killing an infant within a year of birth. So she was caught and faces life in jail if found guilty of first-degree murder. If it was up to you guys, what do you think should happen to her? I don't know what it is with today and all the craziness, but it continues. And this is when a video surfaced of a patient filming his own operation. And he filmed it by using his phone. And what was recorded was shocking. The medical surgeon team was trash talking him as soon as they put him to sleep. The anesthesiologist was being rude towards him and was making very inappropriate comments. And the team discussed avoiding him after surgery. And one assistant was told to lie to him. One of the surgeons said that she wanted to punch him in the face because they wanted the patient to man up a little bit. They also joked about not touching his arm because there was a rash on it. They were making jokes towards it. They were saying maybe it's syphilis. And then they were joking about he probably has tuberculosis in his penis. And then they said no, it's Ebola. And then they called his penis Ebola penis. Following the discovery, the man sued the hospital for medical malpractice, and a jury has ordered them to pay him 318,000 British pounds. It's just so crazy, it makes me question what happens when I get put under if I ever undergo surgery. Kind of makes you ask these questions, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. That was a whole lot. Hopefully I filled you guys in with what's happening around the world, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. So don't forget to comment on the comment question of the day, which was, what superhero would you like to be? And if you liked it, you know what to do. Like button's down there, subscribe, you know what to do. More videos is over here if you guys missed the last 2 videos. And that's it for me. Bye.